Hey guys, Dave from Old Car Garage. So, you know, on this channel, there seems to be a lot of X bodies. You've seen the 71 Pontiac Ventura. My wife's 75 Nova, been doing plenty of work on that over the last few years. You've also seen my brother's 69 Nova. And now just recently, he has bought yet another car. And here it is, a 71 Nova. This being a four-door. This is going to be his daily driver. And we're going to go ahead and give you a nice walk around this car. I'll show you around outside. Must have been a dealer tag of some sort on this at one point. Got the usual Nova back bumper where it's, you know, a little wavy. Seems like everybody ran into something with those bumpers. This car probably had a repaint. You can see a little bit of haze cracking going on in there. Once again, I think he got a fairly solid car. It doesn't seem bad. There's a couple little spots here and there on this, but overall, it's really not too bad. I think this was listed as jade green. A little bit of damage on the headliner in the back here. We'll sew that up, make that look a little bit better. Do need a armrest pad. We might have one laying around. It's probably black, but at least we'll have something better than plastic. See, it's got 72,000 miles on it, and looking at the pedal, it might be 72,000. Got the original AM radio still in the car. It's a 3-speed automatic. This is an air-conditioned car, but right now the compressor's not running, so we're going to assume that it probably leaked out, so we may address that in the future. Got a little bit of damage on the dash, typical stuff, but overall, I mean, the car is pretty unmolested, which is kind of nice. Got the original mat in it. We haven't looked at the floor pans just yet, so we're going to end up putting this on the lift and see what things look like from the underside. Show you under the hood here next. I'm assuming it didn't come with those on originally, being a four-door, but they're there and they look pretty cool, so they're going to stay. Do have a little bit of damage on the front. We have some extra parts that came from the 69, so we're going to probably work on a little bit of that today, see if we can make that look a little bit better. Also, I think this headlight isn't working. Under the hood, we got pretty much a stock 307. Again, looks like it's pretty unmolested in here. We did take a look, and it has drum brakes all the way around, but looks like someone might have replaced the master at one point. All right. Now, apparently this passed inspection back in April, but we found lots of things just looking it over when he went to buy it that obviously wouldn't have passed inspection. One of them being there's a nice big hole in the exhaust, so we may end up addressing that yet today. So we're gonna go ahead and get this in on the lift. Go over this way. Keep coming over this way. One more. That should do. All right, so we just gotta play around a little bit here. Pull these Chevelle manifold covers off. At least they weren't gonna fall off, man. Those were real. That's tiny things.
Yeah, too close to it. Yeah. We'll set this one here a little.
Yeah, that's a bit thin there. Yeah, let's put them on the list. They need to be replaced. All right, let's take a look underneath the car here and see what we got. We got a mangled up muffler. We knew it was leaking exhaust, but yeah, somebody, what they do, put a jack under this? How do you get it like that? I mean, really? Let's go back a little bit farther and take a look at the tank. Original tank. Got a little bit of surface rust on the outside. Oh, look at the tailpipe. Got a nice big hole right up in there. One right there. Yeah, but this just passed inspection a few months ago.
No, liquid sticker.
But you know, the inside of these rear rockers really don't look too bad. Nice dose of undercoat on them and some dirt, but nothing's through there. Rear frame rails look good. The bushings are a little dried out for the springs. That's no surprise, but they ain't no big deal. Yeah, that's like it was a pipe inside of a pipe. It's pretty crapped out. Oh, there's our hole. That's where all that noise was coming from. So there's where we cut it. Yeah, I think we could probably put a glass pack on here if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, because that other muffler ain't damn good, and the tailpipes are damn good.
Typical on the subframe bushings. Fuel line looks a little old. But it was replaced at one point because it's got different clamps on it.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, they're shinier.
That's little crud on the transmission, all typical kind of stuff. Nothing I'm too concerned about there.
A little leaky there.
Yeah, it's all pretty typical. I'm not too concerned about it. Don't see any issues around looking the block. No damage to the oil pan or the exhaust crossover. It's not, a lot of times you see them, they're all scraped up and everything. A little bit of wet up there. That's probably some valve cover leakage.
Yeah, because it does have a little valve tab.
Steering box got a little bit of liquid laying on it. Front brake hose was replaced. Well, they did both sides. That was good of them.
Yeah.
Front shocks, they're blue, so they're not the originals, and you still have the original tags on the coil springs. Yeah, drum brakes. Drum brakes, but then you get a, thought I saw a sway bar on. Yeah, there it is. It's tiny, but it's there. And there is the condenser for the AC. Little bit of rust on the lower part of the rad support. Typical for these. Little alteration. Put the old rims that came off the Pontiac when I bought it on here, and they actually don't look bad. So now we're pulling the front, and we're gonna see what those drums and shoes look like. That is it, they come off.
Really?
Yeah, it's coming. Let's just say they're well adjusted, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a little wear on the front of them. They're not too bad. I'd say they're half life. But got a little bit of grooving going on inside the drum. And even that's not too bad. Already checked all the other steering components on it. Outer tire rods have a little bit of wear in them, and the upper ball joint on the other side has a little bit of movement in it. Took the old bezels out. This one here is a little mangled up, and of course most of the black has faded off of it. So I had some leftover parts from the 69 Nova, so I put those on. Straightened out the rad support a little bit. It was bent back a little, so we got that done. Fixed the headlight adjustment. Cleaned all the ground, so we got all the lights working properly on it now. So front end's actually coming together a little bit better than it was before. So after a little bit of a pull, we got the back bumper a little bit straighter, and we got the plate to sit straight in its space on the bumper. So I think that's going to do for today. Next time we'll probably do some exhaust work on the car. It was just a little more than we wanted to tackle here today. But we swapped out the wheels, did a little diagnosis to see what we're going to need to order, some brake parts. Got the front end looking a little bit better. So we're all pretty happy with that. Of course, we're going to need to do some other things. We need another filler panel, need some more trim on it. But for the most part, doesn't look too bad. For a daily driver, should fit the bill. Gonna do for this video. Hopefully you like seeing some of this X-Body content. In fact, there's a lot of X-Body content on this channel. From the 71 Pontiac, to my brother's 71 four-door Nova, the 69 Nova, and the 75 Nova. Plenty to see. So if you like that content and you're not a subscriber, well, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button. That way you'll get to see all that content. There's plenty more of it coming in the future. On the 71 Pontiac, I'm planning on doing a motor swap. Might end up happening this winter. We'll have to see. So I found an engine on Marketplace. Haven't revealed it yet, so I'll be going through that. So things you don't want to miss. Drop a comment below. What do you think my brother should do with this four-door Nova? Now, he plans to use it as his daily driver, but what would you do if it were yours? Drop a comment. Let us know. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.